Hello there. Once I was in my university's registrar office where it was mentioned that are you here to solve the problem or are you the part of the problem? And as usual, like all students, I thought how rude this guy was. That was my opinion, but in reality, the fact of the matter remains. And that is, are you the part of the problem? Who of us is not stressed at work? I often wonder why that is. And it boils down to time management, individual or team incompetence, and the lack of ability to prioritize. There is a gap between what they are supposed to do and what they are doing it. The journey between I can do it and I have to do it and accordingly failing to deliver on commitments creates stress. So in most of the cases, stress is not because of boss's attitude or excessive or less workload, but because of failing in managing expectations. How many times has it happened that when you are on leave and the most difficult problem at your workplace or of your project has been solved? The people involved were same, work environment was also same, but still the problem was solved. Do you ever think why? The answer is simple, and that is sometimes we are the part of the problem. You cannot avoid genuine stress, but you can manage it. How? I have recently come across a CUBE strategy that means to tackle tough word problems. CUBE means circle the numbers, underline the question, box the keyword, and evaluate and eliminate unnecessary information. I slightly modify it as follows. A CUBE strategy to tackle work problems. Create, understand, beware, and energize. Create. Create an atmosphere at your workplace where people can share their fears and have the courage to raise an alarm in time so the problems can be tackled before it gets worse. Understand. Understand your responsibility and take ownership of the event and task. One is hired and paid for the specific duties which she or he needs to be delivered. Things can never be solved by closing eyes. Beware. Beware that there may be consequences both internal in organization and outside the organization if expectations are not managed properly. Energize. Energize self and team by taking proactive approach. Enjoy your work with constructive and respectful arguments, discussions, having lunches together. Know your team, their way of talking and tackling things to avoid any misunderstanding. When things are not working the way you want them to, take yourself virtually out of the situation and problem and let people handle it and then evaluate and compare your way of doing things. That can help not only improving your own skills, but also reduces stress from all involved, especially when people start seeing the solution. By adapting the above, I believe you can significantly reduce your stress at work. Remember that we should always be there to solve the problem and not be the part of the problem. Thank you very much.